The future demands of business will require a 20% increase in overall employee productivity, according to a study by the CEP Corporate Leadership Council. I look at the study in the November 4th issue of Canadian HR Reporter to find out just what this means for Canadian employers. I also recently met up with Dion Love, Senior Director of the CEP Corporate Leadership Council, at an SCN Network event in Toronto. Here's a little bit of our conversation. Can you tell me about your study?
There is a piece in the start of the study which looks specifically at how performance management has improved across the past 10 years. At the Corporate Leadership Council, we've been studying performance now since 2002. And we've seen significant improvement in aspects of performance management. Anywhere from 18% of employees agreeing or strongly agreeing with a statement like, for example, that the performance management system is fair, to now not 18% but more than 50% of employees agreeing with that. However, if we project forward that improvement in traditional performance management, we see we don't get to the level of performance that our organisations need today in order to achieve their goals.
What does your study predict for the future work environment?
So the study starts with a survey of executives, heads of HR and senior managers, asking them what performance is required in order to meet organisational goals. And what we find consistently across those three groups is that a 20% improvement in employee performance is required in order to meet organisational goals. That means that we need to think about performance differently. We can't just think about performance as individual task performance. We need to think about not just task performance but network performance, the way employees work with and through others. Those two combined are what we call enterprise contribution.
What is an enterprise contributor?
An enterprise contributor distinguishes himself by specific competencies, the top three being firstly prioritisation, secondly teamwork, and then thirdly organisational awareness.
What does an enterprise contributor look like?
So prioritisation, I'll speak to that one. Prioritisation is important because we see a significant increase in the volume of information as well as the number of individuals that employees need to work with today in order to be successful. So successful employees today, enterprise contributors, know how to wade through the volume of information, how to identify those individuals and work effectively with those individuals on whom their performance depends.
What needs to change within organizations?
Firstly, that there are a set of competencies that differentiate top performers in the workforce today, enterprise contributors. Secondly, that we don't need to throw out or abandon performance management altogether, but we do need to update it. We do need to re-envisage performance management today so it encompasses not just individual task performance but also network performance. And then the third thing that we hope folks take away is that they understand that roles need to be designed in a way that acknowledges the importance of network performance, not just individual task performance.